Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today we have something very different on my cask, and it's rum. Yes, we are actually expanding a little bit into rum, and yeah, expect some rum videos here on the channel. It's still going to be mainly whiskey, but rum might come into the future. You can write down in the comments below, do you think rum is worth reviewing, or you just a whiskey guy, or yeah, just write it down in the comments below. This here is the Savanna rum. Savanna is the distillery, so it's actually a distillery product. I will get into history of rum. History of rum is still a little bit more into the blend industry than into the single distillery business. This here is a French rhum. So I don't know if they write rhum, R-H-U-M on the front. No, they actually do R-U-M on the front. It's just different names. And yes, I will talk about the different types of rum in a different video as well. And here we have a French rum from La Réunion. This was called Ile de Bourbon, which is an island like southeast of Madagascar, and it used to be like the island for vanilla. That's why it's called Bourbon Vanilla. And they are also a paradise for growing sugarcane. So the island has two distilleries. I think it had more in the past. And next to the Savanna distillery is actually a big plantation for sugar. And I actually do know that because I've been there during my holidays, and I actually visited the distillery. I've actually got the tour and saw the whole distillery. Didn't see the sugar production, but what you have to know is that during sugar production there is a product called molasses. Molasses, or I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced in English. And this molasses is high concentrate on sugar, but you can't make any refined sugar out of it, because it has also bitter flavors in it. And these bitter flavors are good for the distillation, for the making of rum. It gives them flavors, and most of the hard bitters you can just distill it that way that you don't have them in your rum. So molasses is just a kind of a, I don't want to call it a waste product, but a side product. Let's call it a side product of the sugar industry. And so we have a really cheap ingredient for producing the rum. And there are many types of rum. I will go also into that in another video. And this here, you have to know, is a mixture between traditional molasses rum and Grand Arôme rum. Grand Arôme is the French equivalent to High Easter rums, which are the spicy ones, or the very flavorsome ones. It's not chill filtered and made wholly on the island, and it's a maturation. It is not a white rum. Well, hopefully, yeah, it is. It's a brown rum, and it was matured in ex-cognac casks and also ex-white wine casks. That means it has a bit of that maturation that we do know from the whiskey. And in terms of production, the rum is not that far away from whiskey. The ingredient is the very, very, very biggest different. You have sugar canes and they're turned into molasses, and that is the main ingredient. And here it is a whiskey that has been made on a column still, or at least a lot of the whiskey on column still. I'm not quite sure what the Grand Arôme in here has been made on, but the traditional one is definitely made on column still. So it's more similar to what we know from the American bourbon, American whiskey making. Yeah, so let's have a look. How does it smell? How does it taste? Ooh, extremely fruity. Wow, as banana, sugary, chocolatey, peaches. So it really feels a bit like that feeling of holidays on a tropical island, and you're standing at a bar and that typical rum smell with a lot of fruitiness in it, but a bit stronger than I expected. I expected a normal rum. This is a bit more hefty. It has a bit of a spiciness to it as well. So very, very fruity though. Oh, I had a few lessons in rum and tried already like 30 rums with a master taster and our brand ambassador. And this is interesting because you feel like it's a mixture between a traditional normal rum and high Easter rum. So on the one hand, it feels sweet, it feels rummy, raisins, bananas, tropical fruits, a lot of tropical fruits. Compared to your whiskey, just tropical fruits in there. And then you still have a bit of a strong character in the Easters, maybe a bit of rum, a bit of cask in there as well. The ex-cognac does leave a bit of a mark in there. So it has a nice mixture between upfront, very, very fruity, and then has a bit of a kick of spiciness to it. Light chocolatey note, but still, when you have it in your mouth, you realize definitely it has that rum note in it that you might know from that baking aroma and from different other rums. So it's definitely a rum. Yeah, I do like it. It's one of the bit more expensive rums. It's 59 euros here in Germany, so should be around, I don't know, around that same page in dollars or in pounds, a little less in pounds. It doesn't say how old it is, but it should be around, I don't know, 4 years, somewhere around 4 years, I would say. Yeah, that was my take with the Savanna Le Must Rhum Traditionnel. And yeah, stay tuned. We will have more, but they will come infrequently, these rum videos. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.